Welcome to the Morning Download Podcast, your go-to resource for personal finance, economics, and market insights. In just 8 minutes a day, we provide valuable information to help you make better money decisions. Don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter at https://www.morningdownload.com. Subscribe. Let's dive right in. In today's episode, we'll cover Bitcoin hitting a new high of $56,000, the U.S. economy performing better than expected, Boeing facing more problems, the U.S. economy expected to grow 2% in 2024, consumer spending and job market flourishing, inflation declining, a Boeing report finding a lack of safety commitment and employee fear of retaliation, Bitcoin surpassing $56,000 for the first time in months, and experts anticipating further gains, tips on improving credit score, and the insight that you are the best person to identify and solve a problem you are facing.
So, it looks like the U.S. economy is set to soar higher than expected in 2024. Experts are predicting a growth rate of 2% after adjusting for inflation. That's a significant jump from the previous prediction of 3% made back in November. Despite higher interest rates, consumer spending and the job market have been flourishing. And now with the anticipated decrease in interest rates, it's believed that even more consumers will enter markets they've previously avoided, like the real estate market. This could further boost the economy. While inflation has been cooling down, it might not reach the targeted 2% this year. However, experts predict a decline in inflation for 2024. But even with these positive numbers, many Americans are still unhappy with prices, as they remain about 19% higher than when President Biden took office. While things are looking rosy for the U.S., the same can't be said for other developed countries. Several European countries are facing economic troubles, some even battling recession. It's worth noting that the U.S. economy is outperforming its counterparts among the major advanced economies of the world, defying predictions of a recession. However, countries like India and China, which are still considered developing nations, are expected to experience faster growth. Although the International Monetary Fund, IMF, forecasts slower growth for both nations as well. In other news, we have some interesting global developments. Microsoft is investing in Europe's Mistral AI to expand beyond OpenAI. Google is relaunching its Gemini AI picture generator after facing criticism about inaccurate images. And the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, is suing to block the merger between Kroger and Albertsons, claiming it would lead to higher grocery prices and harm workers. Lastly, surprising figures reveal that new home sales have jumped 5% year-on-year, but they are still lower than expected. Additionally, the median sale price of a new home has fallen for the 5th consecutive month, now standing at $420,700. A recent report puts the blame on Boeing for a lack of commitment to safety, despite the company's claims. It turns out that not all Boeing employees understand their role in safety, and some even fear retaliation for speaking up about safety concerns. It's a bit concerning to hear about this disconnect between the company's senior management and the rest of the organization when it comes to safety culture. On top of that, it seems like Boeing frequently revises its safety management system, which could potentially lead to issues, especially since employees have little understanding of the system. In other news, China's Oppo has unveiled prototype augmented reality glasses with a voice assistant. It looks like the AI hype is really starting to show up in our gadgets. And if you're into fast cars, Tesla rival BYD has just launched an electric supercar that could give Ferrari a run for its money. Literally, as it's priced at $233,000. Some updates on the stock market. Amazon has officially joined the Dow Jones Industrial Average, pushing Walgreens out. Also, Altus USA shares spiked by a whopping 36% on rumors that Charter is considering acquiring them. And in case you missed it, Domino's Pizza had a good day yesterday. Their stock jumped 6% after they announced an increase in dividend and a buyback program worth $1 billion. Definitely good news for pizza lovers. On a positive note, Zoom had a great performance, beating expectations on both revenue and profit. As a result, their stock is up 12% after the market closed. Looks like they're zooming ahead in the business world. Bitcoin is on a roll. It just crossed the $56,000 mark, and people are buzzing about it. After a week of pretty lackluster trading, Bitcoin woke up and shot past that milestone. This is big news, my friends. It's actually the first time since December 2021 that Bitcoin has seen these numbers. So, why is this happening all of a sudden? Well, it turns out that yesterday was the settlement day for Bitcoin futures. That seems to have given Bitcoin an extra boost. But here's the interesting part. Experts are predicting that the currency will continue to rise. Why? Because the halving event is just around the corner. Now, if you're not familiar with halving, it's basically when the amount of new Bitcoin being created gets cut in half. That scarcity tends to drive up the price. And it's not just Bitcoin that's benefiting from this surge. Other cryptocurrencies are enjoying the ride too. Ether, for example, hit new highs, and even crypto-related stocks like MicroStrategy are jumping up like crazy. So buckle up, folks. This Bitcoin train is showing no signs of slowing down. Today, let's talk about some proven ways to improve your credit score. It's important to have accounts under your name, as this is necessary for building a credit score. So, if you don't have any accounts yet, it's time to open some new ones. Surprisingly, even if you have a poor score, opening new accounts can potentially improve your credit score. When you open a new account, it can increase your overall credit limit. And if you don't increase your spending, it can lower your credit utilization ratio, which is a positive thing for your credit score. Just be careful not to open multiple new accounts within a short period, as that might temporarily lower your score and indicate higher risk to lenders. Another important factor in improving your credit score is making timely payments. Both VantageScore and FICO pay attention to this. Remember, it's not just about your credit card bill, but all kinds of bills, from student loans to utilities. To avoid missing any payments, we suggest setting up automatic payments and reminders. You should also take a good look at your credit reports and identify any mistakes. It's actually quite common for credit reports to have errors. By correcting these errors, you can boost your credit score. You can obtain free reports from the 3 major bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Look for errors like closed accounts reported as open, incorrect current balances, or double entries. If you find any, dispute them with the agency responsible. They will investigate the matter and respond within 30 days. These are just a few ways to improve your credit score. Stay tuned for more tips tomorrow. Here's a great quote to start your day. The best person to face the problem is also the best person to fix the problem. That is you, all right? These words of wisdom come from Cornelius J. It's a reminder that when it comes to solving problems, we often underestimate our own capabilities. We all face challenges and obstacles in our lives. Sometimes it can be easy to feel overwhelmed or think that someone else has the power to fix things for us. But the truth is, we have more power within ourselves than we realize. We are the best person to tackle the problems we encounter. When we face a problem head-on, we start to understand its nature, its intricacies, and the possible solutions. By digging deep within ourselves and looking for resources, skills, or knowledge we possess, we begin to see our own potential. We become aware of our ability to make a positive change. Fixing a problem doesn't always mean finding an immediate solution or resolving it completely. It can also involve taking small steps, learning from mistakes, and making progress. Remember that you have the power to face and fix your problems. Embrace the challenges, trust yourself, and believe in your ability to make things better.
In today's episode, we covered a wide range of topics, including Bitcoin reaching a new high, the U.S. economy outperforming expectations, and Boeing facing safety culture issues, plus tips on improving your credit score. Don't miss tomorrow's show for even more. Thanks for tuning in to The Morning Download, your go-to podcast for personal finance, economics, and market insights in just 8 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content and sign up for our free newsletter at morningdownload.com/subscribe.